What is up, guys? Welcome back to the rating climb. Today is day 4 on the road to 1,000 rating. I'm a beginner. I'm not good at the game, never been to 1,000, so that's what we're shooting for. Gonna go ahead and open this up and then queue for a 15-minute game here. We've had black the past 2 games, so we do get white this time. Playing against a 660. Ooh, gonna go with E4. Seems to be easy. My D4 games don't turn out the way I like. I don't play them enough. I like the Scotch game. I also like the Vienna opening. I think I might try to play the Vienna Gambit, but we'll see. Ooh, we might get it here. We might get it. So the idea here is takes, and then I push, and the knight has no good squares to go. So it has to go back, and then I have to bring my knight out because if not, it opens the door for this queen check, which is really rough. Because with the queen check, if I play this move and then it's a fork on my king and this pawn, they take the pawn, they get a check, and then they take the rook. So this is actually the main line, okay, which I don't play against. I'm not familiar with it. So I believe, okay, now I'm actually, all right. I'm pretty sure you're not supposed to take this pawn, but I can't remember why. So I think I'm going to take this pawn. I don't think you're supposed to, but maybe I'm thinking of a different line. Maybe if the knight's here, you're not supposed to take this pawn because then queen comes out, fork, and take. But I'm not familiar. I really probably should study that if I'm going to play the Vienna Gambit. All right, well, that works. So again, there's the queen check. So I don't think we want to mess with that. I think we want to bring this out, which defends the pawn and protects that check. I'm going to take away from the center to open up my queen here, open up this bishop. If he doesn't do anything to stop this, I'm probably going to play bishop here next move in order to attack the queen. Get a piece out. Although maybe getting this bishop out and then trying to get castle is a good move. But if I go here and then he pushes and I got to waste a move coming back and he could chase and then it just seems like a lot. Could also bring the bishop maybe like here, but I like that I'm attacking this pawn. So if I can force the queen to move around, maybe... yeah, maybe that works. Oh yeah, the game name says the Vienna game main line, so interesting. Okay, well he has stopped my plan. So I could defend this pawn, which doesn't look too bad. I do have a check. Don't think it does anything. If I push this and then he takes, then I trade queens, which is good for me because then he loses castling rights. I know he wants to castle, so. I am feeling a little nervous about this game, I can't lie. Just because he responded with the main line. Usually that does not happen in my games. Usually my opponents are unfamiliar with actual theory. Maybe he got lucky, but I don't think so. Ooh, our opponent joined in 2020. He's an OG Queen Gambit player. Joined in 2020 and is still 660 rating. That's interesting. Okay. I kind of blocked my bishop in. Maybe I'll add some reinforcement. Oh, you know what? Even if I took that queen, he just takes back with the bishop. I didn't even see that, so my move there was kind of pointless. I need to get developed. Maybe bishop here is fine. Maybe that's what I want to do. Because I don't really want to block my queen in. Because it is attacking that pawn. So maybe I'll go here, which allows me to recapture if takes. Takes. If for whatever reason I don't take that. I'm not feeling too good about my position here. I don't know what the engine would say, but not liking it. Expecting my opponent to castle. The good news is I'll have an open file for my rook. Okay. So he is stopping me from castling. I could play this and then this. Could get my bishop out. Well, actually, that doesn't look too bad now. My question is, if here and then goes back... if it goes back... Do I just take it? Or is that good for me or not? I don't think it's bad for me if that happens. So it's... he could also push the pawn. But what if I just take it? And then takes. Maybe bishop back. Kind of ruins his king side a little bit. That doesn't look too bad. The only other move I'm really considering is a3 and then b4. But again, then I think I'm just going to end up in the same position where the bishop goes back. I want to get castled so I can start doing stuff. My problem is he can take, and then there's an attack on my queen, which I can take back, no problem. But there's also an attack here if I try to take. Okay, he moves the queen. All right, I actually did not see that coming. What if I bring the knight up? Is that a good move or is that not a good move? I think I like that because I want to castle, and that'll allow me to castle. I think. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, let me. Okay, so here, what if takes? Then there's one attacker, two attacker. I have one defender. Okay, but I can move the bishop back because the knight will be blocking. I think it works. but maybe I'm miscalculating. I feel like maybe I could be miscalculating here, and I'm a little nervous. He could also develop his knight, which does not look that good for me. This is a stressful game for me, actually. I've felt uncomfortable the entire game. He plays the one move I didn't want him to play. Okay, what if I just defend it with a pawn as well? Oh, this isn't gonna work. I should have probably already played that move. Could take the bishop. Gets his queen off that diagonal. And then I could take. If he takes with the pawn, king side's a little worse. Could castle, but I don't think now's a good time to castle. If I castle and then, like, let's just say even if he just takes, I can't take back. So I think I'm gonna go with this. And then this pawn's gonna be under attack. It takes with queen. I'm just gonna take it. I don't know. Again, feeling very nervous about this game. Oh, I just can't castle. I'm dumb. Okay. All right, now we have a fork. He does not have a check, so I'm expecting here. I'll take this. Oh no, now he takes with this. No. No. Although I have this move here. That's looking pretty good to me. Not really. Maybe it'll work. Maybe here. Gonna lose castling rights at the very least. Okay. I can't even castle queenside now. Okay, takes a pawn, probably rook here. I can take. That's looking pretty good for me. God, again, I'm so nervous though. Okay, let's see what checks he has. What if here sacrifice takes maybe queen here? That seems fine. I feel like he doesn't really have an attack right now. What if bishop here? I could just block. What if queen here? I could just block, I think. I don't know. That's looking a little risky. I'm going for it. I did give up a piece, but I think I gave up a piece. Did I not give up a piece? I thought I gave up a piece. I gave up the bishop. But I guess it's pretty even. I'm up one pawn. Maybe like queen here would be a good move. Oh wait, no, that does not work at all. Okay, we already calculated. We just block. Okay, we'll block again. Right? I mean, yeah, I don't know really what's going on here. Nice. Okay, I see. I see. So now we do this, and I think no. I think it's time maybe to castle. What check does he have? None. He has no check, right? What about here? I'll just move over. Hmm. If I move this rook over here, then there's a skewer if he doesn't really react to it. That doesn't look too bad. This rook's under attack, but it's defended by the other rook. I think we'll go here because we're threatening checkmate, and I'm threatening the skewer. So can he defend both? I don't know. Jesus, I can't place the freaking thing. Can he defend both? Let's see. So he just needs to move his queen, right? No, I don't know how he's going to defend both. Maybe offering the queen trade wouldn't be so bad. No, that's still, I don't think, because if queen here, that doesn't work either. Queen, no, that doesn't work either. I don't know. I think my opponent maybe is in a pretty bad position right now. I think him losing castling rights was a pretty big deal. I could be overlooking something. What if the king moves? Like, what if the king goes here? Then, I mean, this is a check. It's not me. I'm still winning a pawn. King's exposed. That's not looking too good for him. Been nervous this whole game, but I think I have finally got myself into a position that's looking decent. Material-wise, completely even, but I don't know. I would rather be white here for sure. Okay. Maybe he's trying to counterattack? I don't know. What happens if queen? What happens if king moves? Right. That was already my plan. Okay. Wait. If I move and then check again, then I just move again, right? That looks fine to me. Could also block with the rook. If he takes, he's gonna get checkmated, right? I think maybe I'll do that. Okay, wait. Let's calculate. Blocks with rook, takes. This, he doesn't have a check. I think that works, right? God, please don't be a blunder. I just didn't know what was going to happen after king moves over and then king moves over again. So I think if I just block it, like he can't just, I mean, he could sacrifice, takes, but then there's no follow up. And then he's still got this to deal with. And I don't see really how he's going to stop it. Maybe he could just push this pawn. Does that work? Did I just give up a rook? I feel like maybe he could just push the pawn. Well, no, if he pushes the pawn, then I'll just take it with the rook, and then it's check, and then the king has got to move like here. Or yeah, no, just there, I think. And then, yeah, that's not looking too good. And then queen here's looking pretty rough. At least my opponent has taken time to think during this crucial moment, but I feel like it might be just a little too late. He has been using his time well, though, overall. As long as he doesn't abandon, that would be good. All right. Again, no checks. I mean, well, he technically has a check. You know what I mean? Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, let's think about this. If king here, he's got a check here. If I go here, he has a check. I can kind of just... Huh, okay. I think maybe getting behind this other rook is probably the best thing for me. Would it be better? Okay, if here and then check, then push, and then what if he comes back down? Oh wait, no, he'd have to come down here, but that's defended. So maybe that's the best move, just to go up. God, I hope that's not. I hope it works. I hope it works. I don't know. I feel like I feel like I'm really close to a mate here, and I just don't really see how everything's going to be defended. Okay, now we can take. Mm-hmm. I have a check here. Okay, maybe. This is tough. Maybe I shouldn't have given up that rook. Hmm. I mean, obviously this pawn's hanging. My king is in the middle of the board. His king's in the middle of the board. He's up 2 points. Not really concerned with the material difference. What if bishop sack takes? Hmm. I kind of want to get these pawns involved, but I'm just not sure if it's going to work. Which pawn's better to push? I don't know. Hmm. This is tough. This is really tough. If this pawn wasn't here, I could go here and then take, but it is there. So I can't do that. Okay, I think I'm going to get this pawn involved. I don't know. If I get this one involved, then I'll have a check on the next move. I don't know. This pawn just looks better to me because I kind of want to get the rook over here and checkmate him. Let's go for it. Very stressful position. Very tough game. Was feeling really good. And then the king moved, and I was like, ah. Might be collecting our first loss today. Maybe. Okay. Mm-hmm. If I go here, I don't think he's got a check there. I don't like how that looks. I'm not liking my position at all anymore. He's obviously going to check here. I cannot take. Probably going to tuck back. Maybe I get the king involved. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just bring this bad boy out. I don't think that works, because if I go here and then like queen up, well, okay, I would just take it there. Can't take it anymore. Rook here. That's looking pretty scary for me. God, he's definitely going to move that rook there. And then when he does, what do I do? Oh, God. I have no checks besides with the queen, and the queen's just going to be cooked. What if we reroute like queen here? I mean, like that offers the queen trade, which isn't really good for me. Oh, wait, no, I don't want it there. I want it here, which I can't. I can't do. Because the bishop's here, and that's looking kind of scary, yeah. I have to take it now. So unfortunate. I don't really see another move. Like I could try to bring it back, but it just doesn't work. This isn't looking too good for me, gentlemen. This is not looking too good. I'm going to push these bad boys. Never resign, though. Low elo, never resign. They could stalemate. That is what I'm going to bank on, I think. Where do we want to go? I don't know. He's going to push these, and I'm just absolutely dead when that happens. Damn. Looking pretty rough here, can't lie. I think maybe we play for a stalemate. What do you think? Let's see. Okay, I can't do that because then I'll just get laddered. Maybe like this. Hmm. I have one square, so it's not going to be a stalemate. Unfortunately, I have two squares actually now. Where is the move? Maybe it's here. Maybe it's not. Who knows? I have one square. Is he going to be able to do it? I hope so. Queen here is looking pretty rough. Queen here. No, that doesn't work either. Dang. All right, our first L of the series. Let's go check the game review. Let me switch this over. 73 accuracy against his 76. I did have a blunder. Okay, so he does play the main line. Takes. Okay, it wanted me to play bishop here right off the rip. Why did I play that move with the pawn? Oh, I thought this was a mistake. I thought takes, and then I take, and then he has to take with his king, but he didn't. He could take with his bishop. And then I should have taken here, I guess. Takes, and then I don't know. Okay, there was a point in this game where things just started going bad. Okay, so I forced the loss of castling lights. I'm completely winning here. 3.74. Okay, so I should have threatened checkmate right off the bat. I should have brought the rook over right here, threatened checkmate right away. Instead, I pushed the pawn. Again, I'm doing pretty well here. Okay, yeah, I should have just threatened checkmate. A lot. Oh, that was actually the best move. Blocking with the rook was the best move. 5.27, I'm up. Okay, so here I should have just moved. I should have just moved. And the reason I should have moved is because if takes, then what? He's got to check here. Is that why? I think so. Okay. Well, I didn't do that. And now I'm losing here. Minus almost 3, minus 4. Oh my god, and then there's mate in 3. Are you serious? Ah, okay, so if I go here, the king. Well, what if he just goes here? Oh, right there. And then he moves, and then I go over. Okay, and then it's checkmate. Okay, and then if the king moves here, then down here, I guess? King moves over. That's checkmate too. Okay, so I had mate in 3. Completely blundered that, and now I'm minus 7. Permitted the opponent to win a queen. I was the one talking about the guy not using his time adequately, and look at me, I moved too quick, didn't pay attention, and got wrecked. Damn. Yeah. Tried playing for a stalemate, didn't work too well. All right, I guess that's it. Subscribe, like the video, and I'll see you guys later.